All right, so here I am again trying to make 10 meters work still on the Henry 2K-5, 2KD, what is this thing called anyway? Been working on it so long I forgot the name of it. It's a 2KD-5 linear amplifier at any rate. So I was reading that you can inject signal back in the back of this thing. So I'm injecting now signal with the radio into the linear amplifier from the output. So there's the output cable, and I've jammed the relay down with a Sharpie, so the relay is now in transmit mode. And I have the oscilloscope connected, and I simply have a piece of wire wound around the plate wires on the tube. So the little wire that goes in the choke to the plates of the tubes, I put a little piece of wire around that and looped it a few times to get some capacitance to get a signal. And so this has been interesting. So I found a few things. I wasn't quite sure where this tap went. I put the tap up here, it didn't work very well. And that seems to be where the book said it went, but I've been now just simply injecting signal into the radio, or into the amplifier backwards. So I can disconnect this little guy now. It's kind of jammed on it. Well, it's still kind of jammed on there. It's not soldered. Anyway, I'll show you what's been happening. And I found that when I load this thing all the way and this capacitor is pretty much open, it works better. But I was getting a glitchy signal in the scope, and then I'm looking around for a loose connection. And I thought something's wrong here, and I find that this bolt here is loose. So I gotta tighten this bolt. This little strap here is a bit loose, so I need to tighten that. But besides all that, let me show you what I've been doing with this thing now. So the scope is now turned on, and I'm on 10 meters here, so I'm just gonna inject some signal into it. Injecting about, 15 watts into it. There's a small signal now on the scope, and so what I can do now is show you how I can tune this thing. And this signal, of course, is on the plates of the tubes, and this whole amplifier is turned off. You don't want to do it turned on, but anyway. So I can crank around here and alter that signal. I still find that when I crank this thing all the way up, it has the best resonance. And what I want to see is this thing actually resonating. So I can crank this plate back and forth, and the waveform should go up and down, not keep going up. So I found that this load makes a big difference now. Oh, it doesn't really there. Anyway, let's let me knock off this wire here. I think it works better when this is disconnected. Okay, now I've knocked that wire off. It's hanging in space. Gonna transmit again. So that wire was connected. Yeah, you can see the signal. Is it better? Let's see. See how the load is glitchy? I got a really good signal out of it for a second. Yeah, see how it jumps? So I think it's this connection right here. Something's making it jump. Something's loose. But when I rotate this, it'll jump. So something's amiss. Anyway, I gotta debug what's loose, and then I'll make another video. That's why I'm debugging this thing. The way it should work is if I went, say, to 15 meters here. Oh, that's interesting. I'm changing the band, and it's not doing a thing. What's wrong? Okay, and that's doing that because I have 10 meters disconnected. So that's because this is disconnected, it's not going to change it. So that makes sense. So if I went to 15 meters then on the radio, there's 21 and Tune it for some signal here. There's some signal on 15 right there. And you can see it showing up here on the monitor, on the scope. Now, let's see what happens when I rotate these on 15. Because 15 works. So yeah, you can see where I get some huge resonance with this thing. And crank down the scope here. Now when I turn the plate on 15, what happens? See how it, whoa. So I'm still seeing that glitch. So what I'm gonna do is tighten that bolt. See, it shouldn't do that at all. That's really bad. So there's something really, oh wow. Might be the plate controls whacked actually. Yeah, something's really whacked here. Not a good sign. Anyway, I'm gonna tighten this up and look at the roller inductor. Maybe that's whacked also. So anyway, fun times here. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.